Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel, White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. In this Tarotscope reading, we're going to be looking at October 1st to the 15th. For a complete reading, and just in case something does not resonate with you here, take a look at your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. All the links for those are down below in the description box, together with your playlist link. I've tried it, and it really works. Okay, in this video, we're going to take a look first at the planets that can influence you most and how, and then we're going to get some messages from the tarot. But before we start, as always, I want to say thank you to everyone who has placed a donation in my PayPal donation jar. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let's start taking a look at the planets. Now, Pisces, I'll anticipate something. October for you is going to be a month that is going to have a highlight on your financial matters, okay? Money, because we've got Venus in the picture, but that means that there's also love. So your financial matters, we're going to be taking a look at those. Update your budget and balance your checkbook a little bit. And then in the next couple of weeks in October, you might just look for additional sources of income, okay? Especially if you feel short on cash, and they will come through. Okay, let's see. First of all, on the 6th of October, we're going to have Mercury entering the sign of Scorpio. Okay, now Mercury, as you know, is the messenger planet. And what happens is when he goes into Scorpio, there could be some secrecies. Okay, some secrets could be out there. If you're looking for facts, you can find them. Okay, if you look hard enough, you won't find them right away because they're kind of hidden because of this. If you want to keep a secret, go ahead, you can. Okay, however, remember that on the 29th of the month at the end, Scorpio is going to be leaving. Mercury is going to go into Sagittarius, which is the truth teller. So therefore, whatever you've kept a secret, the truth will come out. Or whatever information you've been looking for, which was a secret, it'll come to you then. Okay, so you know what's going on. Now, on that same day, we're going to have a full moon in Aries, which is going to have a specific video. Now, keep in mind, when this happens, as we were saying, your main theme is finances this month. On the 6th, because this is the same day, this could also be the 7th, depending where you are in the world, you're going to be tempted also to travel, okay? Just simply get up and go and leave without notice. Now, obviously, you're going to need money for that, right? Unless it's just down the block, which is not something you're going to be doing. You're going to be traveling. You want to travel, okay? Now, the full moon, in fact, will illuminate your financial situation that very same day, okay? Now, if you feel confident enough, go ahead and book the trip. However, book it for after the 22nd because the sun will be entering the Scorpio on the 22nd, okay? If you tend to leave beforehand, it may cause a financial setback because this is the moment in which you're taking a look at everything and you're balancing it out. Okay, and I had said you may get an additional source of income, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. So that's another important message, okay? In the meantime, with this full moon in Aries, you're going to get really excited. That's why you're going to want to travel, okay? It's going to put everybody in touch with their passions. So, yes, make space for your interests, but that trip, wait until after the 22nd, okay? Now, on the 13th, we have another day. This is when I usually say circle this date on your calendar, but I'm telling everybody to make the circle in the shape of a heart because Venus, our goddess of love, will be entering the sign of Libra on the 13th of October. And this will last until the 6th of November. Romance, Pisces, is going to explode. Okay, this is like the perfect match for love. The more you put in, the more you get back. Okay, notice because Libra is the scales, it's even. So whatever you put in, you're going to get back. Okay, if you don't put anything in, if you don't invest in it, you're not going to get anything back, obviously. Okay, this is one of the best transits for commitments, for engagements, for marriages. If you want to propose or if you have to give an answer to that proposal, etc., this is it. Okay, this is the moment that you say yes. This is the moment that you take that leap of faith because this is the moment that it leads to those fairy tale happily ever after endings, okay? The relationships that are born in this period that start are going to be very fair, very diplomatic because Libra is a fair sign, obviously. It's diplomacy, it's justice. Whoops, sorry about that. My light is wants to escape. And everything is going to be balanced. Okay, so you're going to feel not that you're doing too much, or they're not doing, or you're not doing enough, etc. There's no imbalance. This is when perfection actually comes in, and you're wondering, is this real? Yes, it is. Okay. In fact, on the very same day, we have another planet, Pluto, which is going to go direct. It's going to station direct, which means that Pluto is going to bring in large-scale transformations, which is only logical, because if with Libra stepping in on the 13th, it's going to be prompting people to propose marriage, or engagements, or bringing the relationship to the next level, or simply meeting someone. By logic, things are going to change, especially if it's this strong and this positive. Okay. Pisces, your romantic side will be activated quite a bit. Okay. So make time for intimacy, and you'll see what happens. You're going to be amazed. I'll just put it that way. Okay. I don't want to spoil anything, but that is what is coming up. Okay, Pisces, ready for some messages from Spirit? Because now we're going to see what messages Spirit wants to give you to lead a better and happier life, whatever they may be, positive or negative, because we'll take anything that leads us down the right path. Okay, Spirit, what do we have for our Pisces? The cards are jumping. That's good. I'd like something to flip out. That would be better. Suspense. Because everybody's, after that introduction with Venus entering Libra, everybody's like, okay, so what's coming up? There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. Let's start off with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. You're pessimistic, aren't you? Pisces, what is it? You're going, no, can't be that way. It's not going to happen to me or something. You're a little bit pessimistic. Let's go. Let's continue and find out. King of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is in the reverse, pessimistic, but the King of Swords is in the upright. Why? You're a bit pessimistic because you have high standards and you want something good, and you deserve it. 13th, have patience. The 13th, this is the kind of stuff that's coming in. Fair, diplomatic, balanced, harmonious. This is Libra. Okay? You want love in the sign of Libra. Okay? And that's why you're a little bit pessimistic. That's all. Okay? Well, you've got right to be that way. And you have a right to demand something at a certain level. Something like to your standard. Okay? You have high standards, and that's good. Okay, let's see what else we have for Pisces. Wow, a book. Okay, we got to take them all. I heard all. Okay, the Six of Cups is in the reverse. Okay. Meaning that, yeah, you're kind of stuck in the past. That's what's influencing it. That's why you have the high standards, right? You're thinking about the past. Who doesn't? Okay. But the past is the past. That's why they call it the past. Let's keep going because we want to live in the future. We want some good news for our Pisces. The moon is in the reverse. Okay. The moon's in the reverse because this is again another card of fear. Fear of deception, etc. And with this situation on the 6th of the secrecy, that you're not going to get all the information that you might want, that's going to add to this. Okay. That's what's going to increment the fear, of course. Okay. And then we have the Four of Swords. Okay. Rest. A lot of rest. You got to take a break because you're right to have these high standards, but the fear, it's like saying bringing the past into the present, you're going to ruin things because take a look. Things are different. The constellations change. And situations change. I don't know if you saw the video on the autumn equinox. We're leaving the past behind because we have to rejuvenate ourselves and go inward. Okay, and here they're telling me just take a break, disconnect. That's why probably you're getting the invitation for a trip, some sort of journey on the 6th, right? Or at least plan it out. Maybe take a break and plan it out. Or if your budget doesn't allow it, do something really small that will allow it. But the big trip, take it after the 22nd because it will It will help you out, in fact. There we go. See? If you do take that rest, look what happens. Victory. Okay? This is the Six of Wands. This is beautiful. Okay? But you can have this victory, you can have this success by taking this break. That's why the planets were talking to you about a journey, some sort of trip that you need to take. Okay? Or you can always borrow some money from a friend and then after the 22nd, pay them back. That could help. But it will be successful. Okay? That is something that you really, really do need. Death and rebirth. There's going to be a transformation. This I like. See? It's going to be successful. Why? Because it's going to change you. Okay? It's going to allow you to let go and release. Exactly what the autumn equinox video that I was mentioning, that's what it talks about releasing all that stuff from the past so that you can go on and change, right? And that transformation card is confirmed for you. Okay? This is great. This is absolutely perfect. I like it. Love it. Okay, then we have the Magician in the reverse. Yeah, you were a bit deceived in the past, and what I'm picking up is that it was a shame. Because, well, it was a shame for you and a loss for them. Let's just put it this way. Because they lost someone that was really good. Okay? I'm picking up that it was like wasted. You wasted some time on someone and they didn't deserve you. Okay? That's what I'm picking up from this card, honestly. Okay? This is Harry Potter in the reverse, by the way, if you haven't recognized it. These are the October cards for Halloween. Yeah, you've got a lot of stuff in you, Pisces. A lot of love as well. And it was a shame. This is why you have these high standards now. And that's why at the beginning I said good for you. Okay, of course you've got the fear. But not everybody is like that. Okay, so compromising the future for someone in the past who did not deserve you, that's not fair for you, however, right? Let's go on. The Sun, in fact, yeah. See, the Sun's in the reverse. Because, in fact, whoever this person was, blocked your happiness and made you become a little bit pessimistic. Not a good idea. Okay, this is a negative effect that we have to get rid of. Definitely, because you actually do deserve someone to come in. Okay, let's see. This card stayed down. So this is it. And this is the one that's going to finish off the reading. Okay. It's the waste, the real waste. Is if we block ourselves, because that's like punishing ourselves. And why should we do that? I mean, the person that lost you. That's their tough luck. Okay? You shouldn't lose yourself as well. Right, Pisces? Let's take a look at your last card. Oh, see? Look at that. The Empress. Divine Feminine. Which means that there is a divine masculine. I trip on my words when I get so excited. There is a divine masculine out there waiting for you because you are the divine feminine. Okay? You deserve that. And that's why you have those high standards. And that's what you should be keeping because you're on the right path. Okay? Because this is what you are. Perfect. You're absolutely perfect. Doesn't matter the gender. Doesn't matter male or female. It's the card that counts. Okay? So you might be the divine masculine watching in even though this is the Empress. Doesn't matter. This is the figure of divineness. Okay? And this is great. This is beauty, abundance. This is like the perfect person. So you see, that's what I was saying. It's not you. It was them that wasted a chance to have someone beautiful. And that card, this card here, confirms it. Okay? You're the one that can go on, and you're the one that you should not punish yourself saying, oh, okay, well, I'll never find someone. No, you are someone already. Okay? So you will. You definitely will. Because this is the card, the Divine Feminine. And the Divine Feminine always finds the divine masculine sooner or later. It's just that in the meantime, you got to sift through the other stuff and, yeah, there's a little bit of work, a little bit of patience. The path is a little, you have to travel the path, but you will find them. And this I like. I love this last card for you. Keep your high standards and keep going until you find the right person. And this combination of Venus entering Libra on the 13th, that's going to work in your favor. This will last into the 6th of November. So be positive and be open to love because this is the good stuff coming in, the real stuff. Okay, Pisces, I'm really happy for this reading for you. I loved it. Pisces, thank you so much for being with me, for liking, sharing, and for subscribing to my channel because I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one on the 16th. And then we're going to have a Halloween love bonus reading right after that one. Okay, Pisces, catch you on the next one. Bye-bye for now from Angel.